So guys, I'm thinking of making some candles for personal use, and I have decided to use some of the old candle jars that I have purchased from other stores in the past, and these three are the ones I'm going to use. Out of these three candles that I purchased with my own hard-earned money, this was by far the best of all the scents, and also how it burnt down as well. This flavor was vanilla latte, and I think I purchased this from TK Maxx. It smells absolutely amazing. The smell fills the room and even extend into other rooms if you leave the door open. This candle was absolutely amazing. If I can save the bottom waxes and then maybe add it to the new one I'm going to make just to have that scent in it, I might just do that. So this was one of the best. This came second. This was pretty expensive, from Sand and Fog. Usually their candles are quite expensive, but this particular one, white vanilla, didn't really smell as good or as strong that you would expect from a brand like this. This one smells way better, and I think this is like a home brand candle, and this and Sand and Fog are quite established, but it wasn't too bad, but it didn't smell quite prominent in the room. This one though, I can't remember where I purchased this from, and it was absolutely a disaster. As you can see, I didn't even burn through it. I'm just going to get rid of it and then make my own in this. So what I'm going to do in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I remove these waxes from the candle jar so that I'll be able to use them for my own personal use. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I remove these and also the candles I'm going to make, then just keep on watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is put on my kettle to boil hot waters. I am going to use the same method to remove the waxes from these jars. There are so many different options out there. I just find that this one is the easiest for me. So I'm just going to pop the kettle on and then come back and show you guys what I'm going to do next. So guys, my water is boiled. So what I'm just going to do now is I'm just going to start pouring the hot water into the jars. Just try and fill it up as much as you can, and you can see that the oils is already coming out from the bottom of the candle. If I can flip the camera later, you see the bubbles coming up. And just pouring the hot water into this jar, I can smell the scent of the candle. If I can find this scent again in the shop, I would definitely purchase another one. Let me see if I can take the camera off and show you what it really looks like. So you can see the oil is starting to settle at the top, and in time, in a few hours, you'll find that the candle would have melted, and then I'm going to show you what the end result looks like. So here we are. I will come back and show you what the end result looks like later. So as you can see guys, the wax have melted and risen to the top, and after leaving it for a few hours, all you have to do is just push this down and the wax literally will come apart. Just pull it out like that, and as you can see, you're ready to clean inside of your jar. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do the same to the rest, wash it up, and then I'll come back and show you guys how I make my candle. So stay tuned. So for the first set of candle I'm going to make, the scent I'm going to be using will be chocolate orange. So that will be going into 4-ounce jars along with the black jar. For the other 2 jars I'm going to be using, I was going to use lavender lemon, but I've decided to go for lavender vanilla. I think that's what I went for. I can't quite remember, but you guys are going to see when I am making the candles. Okay, so if you guys want a more detailed video on how I make my candle, I will link some videos in the description box below. So go ahead and watch those videos. It just gives you the information on how I make my candles. It's pretty much the same procedure that I go through. Nothing is different. Just go and check that video out. So you guys can see me here. I received some orders for my emulsifying wax and my cetyl alcohol because I was running really low. So I've decided to just pop that into this video for you guys. Me just pouring the cetyl alcohol and also the emulsifying wax into their respective containers that I use to store them. Okay, so now we're going to move on to making our body scrub. So with my body scrub, I tend to make about 1,000 to 1,500 grams batch. And then I store that scrub in a container. So when a customer make a purchase, I will then measure out the amount that they've purchased, add the fragrance that they've chosen. And then if it requires color or coffee, I'll mix that all together and then place it into the jar size that they have purchased. I prefer doing it this way because I have over 10 cents for my body scrubs. If I was to make individual scrubs and their scents and their sizes, there is no space here for me to be able to store them. So this is the best way that I have found doing this. So if you have a smaller space and you want to sell more stuff for your business, I think this is one of the best way of doing it. You can make a large batch of, let's say, your body scrubs, put it in one container, and if a customer makes a purchase, you measure out the amount that is needed for that purchase, add what is needed, and then you place it into the respective jar that you're going to be selling it in. So in this video, I am making about either a 1,000 or 1,500. I have made a video on this in the past. If you guys want to see that video, I will link in the description box below if you haven't seen it already. I will also try and break this video into different parts so you can watch them individually as well. Hopefully I'll be able to do that with this particular video. Okay guys, so I have finished making the body scrub, but I need to allow it to set for 24 hours at minimum to allow it to reach the desired consistency that it would actually be when I do place it into the jar that the customer is going to receive. So I'm going to cover this up, place it in an area where no one can reach it. Then in 24 hours, I'll come back, mix everything together, and then place it into my container and then set it aside for when I do need it. So you'll probably see me coming back after 24 hours, and you see that the consistency is slightly different, it's slightly harder, but once you mix it together, you will have the desired consistency the scrub is going to be. Then after this, I'm going to then move on to my candles. I need to remelt the top of the candle so they look a little bit smoother. They aren't too bad because these are my personal candles. These are candles I'm going to be using in the house, so I don't really have to bother too much about what the top looks like. But I'm just going to do that just for the sake of it anyway, and for the sake of this video. But if you've made it this far into this video and you know already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, smash the notification bell so that you're notified when more videos are uploaded. Support us on all our social media, our Instagram, our TikTok, etc. I'll link everything in the description box below. If you want to buy any of these things that I have made in this video and then past videos, I will link our Etsy store and our website in the description box below. Go ahead and support us over there as well. So until next time, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.